Hi guys and welcome back to Bunnies in the Burb, What's on Your Plate? My name's Taynita and I hope that you guys have been enjoying this season. Please continue to comment down below and share what you guys have loved about this season. We love reading them and seeing your pictures. I hope that you guys have been taking the tips that the entrepreneurs have been giving you to heart and putting them into your own businesses. Today we have someone very special. We have Ithra, and she's going to be sharing her app with us and what she wants to do to further student jobs. I'm also going to be doing a quick snack for us while Ithra tells us about herself. So Ithra, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. So like you said, my name is Ithra. I'm currently a fourth year medical student, and as a tutor myself, I used to tutor for an organization called The Assist, where we would go into the township and tutor mathematics and English to all the students in Alex. And that's really where I got my passion for tutoring. And so from there, because obviously with my studies, I don't really have a lot of time, so I couldn't be as available for the students the way I'd want to. So that's why I decided to get the app to also empower students to make their own money even when they have limited amounts of time.
Definitely. So for this, I'm gonna add in, these are red onions that have already been fried a little bit. So I'm just gonna fry those off. And then also gonna put mushrooms, which I'm sure you guys always have in your house. We always have mushrooms.
Always.
And then just let that like sweat down a little bit. And then while that's cooking, do you want to tell us about, because it's important to note that Ithra's app, which is called
Search Student,
has not been launched as yet. So how are you going about setting that up?
So like you said, I'm still in my conceptual phase, and so after doing all my research with the software builder, I've put together all the necessary quotes, and in time with the correct amount of money, I will launch the app.
Yeah, I like that though, that like you've taken my idea and you're going to move forward with it. Okay, so Ithra, this is going to be a quick lunch that we're going to have. I've added the mushrooms and the oil and the onions. I'm just going to put in the pepper.
It smells delicious.
And it's such a quick and easy thing. And the salt. And then I'm going to mix this up. And then I'm going to add in the Ganijee at the end, but I'm going to close this. And then you can tell us about your favorite dish that you've bought.
Okay, so I bought a peppermint crust tart, and it literally takes 10 minutes max to make, and all the ingredients are under 100 rand.
Oh, that's brilliant, especially for a student budget. I saw the one that you brought and it looks amazing. So I'm so keen to learn how to do this. Can I help with anything?
Yes, please. You can just whip up some cream for me.
Okay.
There you go. And then I'll start. So I'm just going to put the tennis biscuits to layer the bottom of the bowls.
So do you want to tell us about how the app will work and just what the concept is?
So basically, like I said, the app is to empower students. So I found that it was very difficult to juggle a job and earn money while still studying. And I'm sure you can relate to that as well. So what I did is, so I gathered a whole database of students, and I'm going to put them on the app, so they upload their CVs and they upload their student cards just to validate that they are students. And then any employer that wants to have a student, so for example, if you want a photographer for an hour, you just put down your requirements, your location, your budget, and then a student that will meet those requirements will get notified, and they will state if they're available. And then when the time comes, they will go to the location of the employer, and then they will go and get the job done. Afterwards, the employer will rate them depending on how their performance is. And then so once they rate it, and then they will get paid. So it's all through online payments.
So all online payments are done before, so it's none of this like negotiations, and it's like very at the tip of your fingers, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's all secure, so like I said, the students get validated by their student card, and once they do the work for the employer, and easy as that.
How do you think the relationship between the student and the employer is going to work, and how are the students going to benefit from this app?
Okay, so the students will learn from the mentorship and the skills that they'll learn from doing the job. And the employer will benefit because, as you know, student rates aren't as expensive as someone who's already got their degree.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's how both parties will benefit with the app.
Cool. So are you going to chop up some
Yes,
of
I'm
the
gonna just,
chocolate?
chop up the peppermint.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna put some of the dania on top of the mushrooms. And it looks amazing. And I'm gonna cut a slice of this, I think it's Portuguese bread that we have in our house. It looks amazing. Okay, so I've just cut the slice of bread and I'm gonna put it on the side, and that's our mushroom dish done. So that's super exciting. And then I add the caramel into this, right?
Yes, and now we're just gonna add some of the caramel. I think let's just take out some cream for the topping.
Okay, definitely.
Just use this. Just to put on top for when we serve.
And you can do this like in a big thing or like small ones
Yeah,
like we've
so
done
for
now.
any event you can do, let's add this to the cream. For any event you can do a big dish, or if it's just for your family, you can do smaller dishes like we did now.
Cool. And it's so easy.
And quick. And cheap.
And cheap.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna add this.
Okay, I'm just gonna rest this over there.
And I'll do this
Do you want to use
again.
this? Oh yeah, sure. And then just mix it in, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what tips would you give young entrepreneurs that are coming up, especially if they're students and they don't know if they can do both the new business and studies at the same time?
Firstly, I'd say take action. Second, hard work always pays off. So, and consistency as well. So if you're consistent and hard work, then I feel like your final product with whatever you do will always be the way you want it to be.
Definitely. And then do you find that like there are a lot of young people that are creating apps and we just haven't heard about each other? Or
Most
do you think that...
definitely. Yes, I do. I know, like, I've always had different app ideas, and every time I go and see, like, is something, does this already exist?
Yeah.
And I just log into the app store and there's already at least 3 prototypes of that app. So I definitely think there's a lot of people that aren't really recognized for their apps that constantly do make apps.
Okay, and then one of my last questions
that's
before we
done.
do... Are we putting this in now?
Yeah. I think
Okay,
we
sure.
should. Okay, and then we can just dish it out.
It looks so good. If you guys could smell it, it smells amazing. Should I dish into this one?
Yes, please. And just smoothen it out.
And this makes quite a lot.
And then once you smoothen out, then you add another layer of tennis biscuits,
Okay.
just for that extra crunch.
Just on the top.
And then you put another layer of caramel and
Okay.
fresh cream.
This is my favorite dessert, so I'm so excited. Okay, and then...
And then we're gonna serve. So then you're gonna put some of the fresh cream on top. Okay.
Does it go all over or just like small little?
It depends on you. If you just want a little bit, or if you want it all around.
I think I'm gonna do mine like this.
Okay, I'll do mine like this. Okay, and then just
Maybe
grate
just
some
move the top.
chocolates for the top as well. I don't know how much you want of the chocolate.
A lot, a lot. Always a lot. Okay.
And there you are.
So we have both our dishes ready. Ithra's brought one that's already set. So we're gonna get that out of the fridge, but we're also just gonna clean up so you guys can see the finished dishes ready. Okay, so we're all nice and clean. You guys can see our beautiful dessert that Ithra brought. Thank you so much. Okay, let me get you a plate and you can dish this out. I've also just got some guacamole from the fridge, which is also a staple in most households. I'm gonna put it on our bread and then we're gonna put the mushrooms on top. Ithra, it's so exciting to hear about like new entrepreneurs who are studying at the same time, because I think sometimes people think that you can't do both, you can't live.
No, most definitely no, you can do both. And hopefully by the end of the year, after my funding comes through, I will be able to launch the app. But I just think that with no excuses, you can definitely do both.
And I think that, you know what, you just, like you said, you have to just buckle down and just put in the work to do both. But you'll see the reward. We've had such amazing entrepreneurs who have all started when they were young, or when they just decided that they had an idea and they wanted to share it with the world. So Ithra, where can we find you?
Well, right now I'm in the process of developing the website. I'm just waiting for my funder to meet me halfway. But you can find me on my Instagram handle, which is @Ithra_E, or you can also find me on the Bunnies and the Burbs website.
Nice. Okay, so what do you want to try first? The mushrooms
Definitely
or
the mushrooms. They smell so good.
Okay, tell me what you think.
This
Yay!
is really good.
Okay, I'm so keen to try this now. So let's get a spoon. Finish your bite. I hope that you guys have been enjoying this episode. I think that it's so important that we show people who have ideas that are still coming up, because we can all do it. So I hope to be seeing you guys coming up with new businesses, and hopefully we'll have some new viewers who are on the show in our next season. We're gonna try Ithra's amazing dessert, and all the social media links will be down below as per usual. You can find myself, JT Communications, and Ithra. Please leave us a like, tell us what you liked about this video, and Ithra, should we try it?
Oh, yes, please.
So good. So good. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.